Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Meeple has landed.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Chapter 2 of Echoes of the Undying. I am your host, Trevor, the Vitruvian Meeple. Here, as always, with Matt, Julie, Ray, Patrick, and ECAT. We are here to play some CYPHER system. We are here to wrap up some storylines, launch some new ones, and see where the hell the evening takes us. We are going to launch right into it because we have a lot of time. We have a lot to do and not a lot of time. So we're going to launch straight into episode 10. This one is called Truths and Consequences. When last we left, our intrepid band of adventurers had found their way into a chamber in the heart of Verkbar and confronted Quendel, the sorceress that has been taunting Teketil in his visions for weeks now, who appears to have built some kind of machine intended to catalog all knowledge of the gnomish race forever. How she's doing that, however, leaves a little bit to be desired on the ethical and moral standpoints. And just as she had finished her villain monologue, see episode 9 if you haven't seen it, we will not wait for you. She was interrupted by a series of loud, somewhere between bangs and explosions, coming from one of the upper levels, and she said something about those fools are almost in, and ordered Teketil to sit in the chair that had been prepared for him. Teketil, in this moment, what do you do?
Well, Teketil is as if it couldn't get any worse. It gets worse. Shocked this time by the presence of the cousins he's never met, the face of she who has been tormenting him at literally the pinnacle of his race's origin. And his instincts kind of take over, and I do want to check to see if there is a connection between the 5 cousins. Is there any chance that that is through all the rest of the signals coming in, if there's anything resonating with Teketil as a result of being in physical presence of them, or if them being integrated is preventing that?
So I think, given everything that's led up to this point, you can kind of feel the resonance of the drumbeat of the universal constant that has been plaguing you and what has drawn you here. There's not really like a solid connection. You can't communicate with them.
Okay.
You can tell that they are alive. You can tell that they are unconscious, and you can tell that they are being kept in some sort of suspended animation in order for this to happen. Quendel looks at you, sees your eyes dart over to your
Harry.
cousins, says,
I won't
"You
go.
don't have a lot of time. Now!" You have just a few seconds to formulate her response before time moves on.
Takeedle does not respond.
Okay.
Takeedle runs over to the chair with his tuning fork, bangs it on the ground, and places it on
Okay.
where it seems logical to place.
We are going to put that on hold because you don't quite get that all to happen before the next bit of story happens.
And it's the legs, isn't it?
Yep. And then we will revisit it. Revisit this as a booming
Harry,
crash
relax.
echoes from one of the upper levels of this maze of walkways, and you hear a sound. Zell, you immediately recognize this. This is the approach of an Imperial garrison. You know that tempo and the sound of those boots anywhere, especially when it's being reflected so nicely down the little tunnel. And sure enough, you start to see many. You don't really want to take the time to count them at the moment. Imperial troops kind of funnel out of whatever this entrance is that they've created. And in the middle of them comes a man who is obviously their commander. He is decked out in decorated Imperial armor. Zell, you even recognize from your time there, he carries the rank of general, which is pretty high.
Oh,
Sure.
And right now he is wearing a full helmet, and he walks in somewhere between swaggering and looking bored. And he looks down, and you can tell his chest rises like he's about to start his own villain monologue. And then Zell, his eyes fall on you.
uh-oh.
Well, this is a surprise. And he takes off his helmet, and you recognize it. It's not Cord, thankfully. You knew him as Soren Valerius. Now, House Valerius is known for being kind of the diplomats and specifically the go-betweens between the Vucar dynasty and the Kemsarian Empire. But not to the point of really enlisting in their army, and certainly not rising to this level. What is your snap response?
Oh, and here I thought they were going to send somebody good.
You have no idea. After all, I was good enough to buy this position with you, wasn't I?
Harry is.
And he smiles this leering
Yeah, but you had...
smile of satisfaction and victory, as he has just put into place the fact that he was the one who sold you out and did so for an Imperial commission. Oh. I mean,
I'm not going to let him shake me quite yet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you.
Yes.
No, they gave you the commission even though you failed. Interesting.
No. Just left one loose end to tie up. But I'll tell you this. Bringing back the weapon will certainly advance me in the military. But bringing you back as a bonus, that might be my ticket to being in the Emperor's cabinet. Now, Zell, you worked in Kalva for quite a while. You knew most of the ins and outs of imperial politics, especially those that were meant to be kept secret. You have never heard of the Emperor's cabinet. This is not something that you are familiar with at all. At this point, he breaks his attention from you, snaps to some of his soldiers, and orders them to deploy the beacons. And as they start unloading equipment, I am in fact going to need everyone to roll initiative. I'll put you. Correct.
Ooh.
Give me a second before. Nope, not
Nope.
Correct. All right, go ahead and roll initiatives now. Okay.
Dang it.
Don't worry about whether it's a success or a failure.
Yeah, it's initiative.
Yeah. Okay, when I said don't worry about whether it's a success or a failure, I didn't mean that bad, but that's okay.
We didn't roll the ones out. So.
Yep. Okay.
Better than last game.
Yep.
How low in the initiative queue are we?
This is going to be... Okay.
So, comrades, it seems like we've died and gone to rush into the cesspit of the afterlife, where all undesirable things are cast. Because look at all this shit here.
Too hot. Yeah.
All right. So Soren and his garrison are going to start this. So to set the stage for Theater of the Mind-wise, there are basically going to be three zones that you can be in. There is the zone that you are in now, which is the lower entry. You can be in the zone with the tanks, or you can be up the stairs in the upper gangway with the garrison. Getting between the tanks and either one of the others is a short move. Getting directly from the lower entry to the upper gangway is a long move.
Sorry, where are we now?
You are basically at the perspective of the camera.
Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe for our players at home. There we go. So yeah, like I said, going to the area of the tanks past the chair is a short move. Going all the way up the stairs to where the garrison is a long move. And Soren and the garrison are going to start this, and they spend their turn. Some of the soldiers bring out this equipment that you can't. It's not obvious from here what it is, but it looks like they're looks like they're starting to set up some kind of devices that are probably about 18 inches or so tall. You cannot quite see at this point what they are. Okay, there's that, and now we move on to Quendel goes next, and she is now raging with. She's now raging, not quite like you, Howard, but close, and is using. There are some touchpad. There's some controls on the throne that she's on, and she is starting to punch those. You can see that some of the tubes and wires going to her little floating throne thing here are starting to pulse a little stronger, and you can see, especially to Keetle, you can see that same rhythm of pulses is being reflected in the glow of whatever the goop is that your cousins are being held in. That is her turn. And next we come to Zell.
All right. Well, I don't think I am of a great amount of use right where I am, so I'm going to move forward over to where the tubes are.
Okay, that is a short move. That is your action, unless you would like to try a speed 4 roll to do another action as part of it.
That's good for my action right now.
Okay. All right. Serafina.
Okay. Am I close enough to use onslaught to Soren,
Well, let's see.
or do I need to get, or do I need to get up close a
Uh,
distance?
Onslaught is short range, so you would need
Okay.
to
Okay,
get
so-
to at least get to where the tanks are. Fortunately,
Okay.
he's very much separated himself out as a target. So there's not a lot of chance that you would hit one of the others by mistake if you targeted him. But no, from here it's a little too long. You can push it for 1 additional intellect point.
Let's see. Oh. No, I'm just gonna take the time to just move myself up to where the tanks are.
Okay. Well, all right. Tikheedle. Now let's go back to where we were. So you were scrambling over to the chair, getting out the tuning fork when that whole exchange with the garrison happened. I'm gonna say make me a difficulty 5 stealth roll, which I believe you have an inability in, which is going to make this even funnier.
Well, hold on, because
Okay.
I didn't have a good visual,
Okay. Yep.
and I would like to
Sorry.
rethink.
Go for
So the basic action remains is that Tick bolts.
it. Okay.
I'm looking at the scenario. We have the 4 canisters,
Yep.
as it were. So, and you said Quendel's throne is floating?
You can tell it is connected to all of those wires and tubes and whatnot, but those are not what is keeping it aloft. There
That's
is
fine.
some
That's fine.
kind of hovering mechanism.
So the illustration is accurate that which the little tubes and stuff are coming up from the tubes are going into basically the second floor.
Yes, they're going up to the second floor, but then you can see from there that they kind of feed into machinery that has been built into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So here's what I would like to do.
okay.
I would like to use my burst of speed cipher
Okay.
to run up the steps and go to that wall where all of the connections are.
Burst speed. Okay, so for 1 minute you can normally move a long distance as an action instead of a short distance. So the problem is that there are no gangplanks directly from here to there. Your eyes quickly trace the routes, and basically what you would have to do is you could use your first turn to get basically to where that spiral staircase is in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have to go up and then over the gangplank that's cutting across the top of the image just over Soren's head in order to get to where that is, and that would be 2 long moves.
Oh shit.
Which I mean would be essentially 4 short moves. So
Yeah, but I can only do this once. Well,
no, it's for 1 minute.
okay. But there's like other guards and shit. Well, screw it. I'm going for it.
Okay. This is going to be a difficulty 4. Make me a difficulty 4 speed defense roll, please, to see if you can make it past the soldiers that are spreading out over that gangplank or over that gangway.
Okay. Oh. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you get kind of winged by one of their swords as you go by. You're going to take 4 might damage, which is reduced by your armor by 1 for a total of 3.
Okay.
You are now over there. Howard!
Okay. So can I do long move on 1 turn, or is that
You can do a long move on 1 turn, I believe, with a speed 4 roll. Let me quickly check that.
okay?
Yes, you can try to make a long move in 1 round. This is a speed test with a difficulty of 4. As with any action, you can use skills, assets, or effort to ease it. A successful roll means the character moved the distance safely. Failure means that at some point during the move they stop or stumble.
Okay. So I'm definitely going to make the short move up to the towards the gangplank.
Okay, so yeah, a short move would basically get you to the area where the tanks are.
Okay. The little ruler thing.
The little ruler thing is made for a 1-inch grid, which this is not.
Okay. This is not.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
not to 25 millimeter miniature scale.
Okay. So to get up to next to Teak, I would need to make a speed test.
So Tick is actually all the way over in the back by the spiral staircase.
Okay.
He's not up on this little landing here. He's like back here.
All right, and that's probably not something that I can move to.
That is a long move, so you could do that with a speed 4 test.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Okay. Difficulty 4 speed.
So does climbing or jumping help with that at all?
Yeah, I'll take jumping so that you can kind of vault up the stairs. I'll take that.
Okay. All right.
I forgot to make these visible after. That's
speed. So that will do. I don't think I've got any speed edge. Okay.
You would if you frenzied.
Which is an action, right?
No,
So
it's an enabler. You can do that as part of another action.
okay. So I will do that then.
Okay, Howard is going to do violence about it.
Yes, I'm going to get dangerous.
Yep.
So, Ray, do you remember that shtick we've been talking about?
Oh, that shtick.
Do you want to get there really quick?
Yes, I do.
I think we need to be
next
scared.
turn,
Just
I'm
collectively
eating the gnome.
scared at what they're plotting.
This sounds like he's reenacting the Mighty Duck of Anaheim.
Okay. So did you actually click over into frenzy mode? Because that cost far more points than it should have.
No, I didn't.
Okay. And that was, for some reason, we have that costing a base of 2. So that should have been a total with the effort of 2 speed points after all was said and done. So give yourself back 3.
Okay. I definitely screwed that up.
That's right.
Thank you. Go over to the tag thing. Switch over. There we are.
So you wish to be up with where Tequila is?
Yep.
Done and done.
So, like the thropping madman that he is, he just, with a barbaric quack, almost channels the time when his ancestors actually could truly fly, and makes a mighty bound up next to the gnome. And I don't think I can do anything else.
Nope, that is it.
So here endeth my turn.
Howard, jump good.
Howard, jump good.
You can fly? No, jump good.
Just jump good.
Zahar, it is to you.
Well, as I say, I have see that Howard is trying to recreate Mighty Duck of Anaheim, but using Tequila in his place. I curse under my breath, and I just sprint after him.
Okay. Are you going to take a short move and make it to the tanks, or are you going to try for the long move to make it up to where Howard and Tequila are?
I'm only going to do the short move.
Okay.
At this moment.
Okay.
because I'm still assessing
Yep.
where everybody is, but I'm trying to get in range of being closer to have Howard's back,
Okay.
but also protect the soft, squishy ones.
Yep.
You're being the sensible one.
Yeah, one of us has to
I'm
be.
decidedly not. Yes.
So just so you remember, charging your weapon is an enabler. Would you like to do that as part of this action?
I recognize that these guys are Imperials,
Yes.
just from my travels.
Yeah.
So therefore, know that they do not like the religious type.
True. However, it also means that they are less likely to recognize just from a magic sword the fact that you are that this is divine magic.
Okay, then yeah,
Okay.
I'll charge it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that face.
Right. And at the end of round 1, fun shit.
Yay.
These both move one more step towards completion as Quendel is now frantically basically attempting to Taquito, from what you can tell, to run the machine as best as she can without you. And the Imperials are setting up what Taquito and Howard make me difficulty 4 perception checks, please. Nice. Okay, very nice. So Howard, you recognize, well, you both see that they are setting up what look like some kind of devices. Howard, you are not quite sure what they do. But actually, yes, you do. Yes, you do, because you made that check. You both recognize them through very different means. These are energy dampening beacons. Taquito, you can kind of put all the numbers together. It looks like what they may be trying to do is basically set up enough energy dampening to kind of mute the machine. And your guess is what they're going to do with it. Then you don't know. So you did hear Soren say something about bringing back the weapon, so maybe they're getting ready to transport it somehow. But being caught in those is not fun for living beings either. Okay, Soren at this point, he's going to motion to 3 of his soldiers, and they're going to come over to where Howard and Taquito are, and they are going to go for Howard, because he does seem to be the bigger threat. Howard, please make me a difficulty 5 speed defense roll.
So close.
Yep. So one of them, and you're actually a little surprised, it kind of takes you a little bit off guard that they can get this close and still attack you this quickly. until you realize that most of them are wielding halberds, so they have the advantage of range. You're going to take a total of 6 damage minus your armor. Yep. And then we go to Quendel. Those of you who have the moments to do so, kind of steal a quick look at Quendel to kind of see what her reaction is. She is in that one little spot of kind of euphoria between panic and the realization that success is around the corner. And she is simply trying to get whatever this machine is actually intended to do. And take a moment to realize in this that without you in that chair, you're not quite sure what it's going to do. But that is her turn. And we're back to Zell.
All righty. So we have to stop this machine thingy, and we have to stop the Imperial dampeners before we kick the crap out of both sides. So that said, Fida and Zahar, if you could possibly see if you can do something about these tubes without murdering the people in them, that would probably be really useful. Here at Takedo are already working on the dampers, so I take it they don't have the dampers set up yet.
They are currently they have a couple of them set up. You are not really in a position to see what their eventual formation is going to be. But you do manage to see that like a couple of the soldiers that originally went to one location have now moved to another.
Okay, I am going to disincentivize them to make their lives more difficult by pointing out that they are putting all of these in the wrong place.
Okay. That will be a difficulty 4 disincentivize check. Nice. Okay. They are disincentivized until your next turn. Serafina.
I am going to try to basically find focus the onslaught physical fire attack.
Mhm.
Focus it so that it's effectively a laser and try to shatter the glass
Okay,
of one of the tubes.
before you do that,
Mhm.
I would like to offer you an instruction. Because y'all are, well, everyone except you, and possibly Zell, are a little low on XP right now, and we can't have that now, can we?
We'll need it.
Uh-oh. Hmm. What's the worst that can happen?
You know, as my boss has been saying, but what if it goes right?
What could possibly go right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Season 2 with entirely new characters.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Howard,
Okay. Heward just got.
and Howard has no
Yeah,
XP.
he just got skewered.
Yeah, Heward got skewered.
There you go. Have an XP.
All right. So,
Got your back, Doc.
Blindly charged a bunch of halberds. So, yeah.
so you start to focus your magic. And you're drawing this from a combination of the things that you learned from Lorenza, as well as that part of your celestial heritage that you have managed to tap into and are continuing to learn more about. And as you do that, something from down in that hole there, something down there starts singing to you.
Yeah.
And it's not audibly, just, it's in your soul. It's singing in your soul. And it is singing.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Right?
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Yeah. And it is singing in the mother tongue. Now you may continue with your turn.
Well, okay, and I'll officially earwormed with that. So yes, I am going to roll for onslaught and see what happens.
Okay. So you're basically attempting to use it as essentially somewhere between a scalpel and a wire cutter.
Yeah.
Or like, so are you going for the wires or tubes, or are you going to actually for the glass?
I'm gonna try to actually bust the glass, just figuring there's enough pressure in there that if I can get even just like punctured through, that hopefully it'll explode outwards, releasing the gnomes without them getting hurt.
Okay.
That's the hope.
Okay. That is going to be a difficulty 6 onslaught attack.
Okay. 6. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Shit.
Still not a 1.
Still not a 1.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I am failing.
Yep. And remember to dock yourself 2 XP for that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, plan B, guys.
Yeah, you are. So it's not that you miss. You don't miss. It's just that you probably underestimated the strength of whatever this is. You probably. I'm going to say that you kind of assumed that it was going to be, human-made glass and not, gnomish engineering.
Yep. Underestimated the gnomes.
Yep. It's a dangerous thing. Tequila!
Okay. Let me check here with. So, I noticed that Hereward is next to me. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's mad.
Yeah, he
Delay
is.
your turn.
I didn't catch a word of that, Matt.
Do you want to delay your turn, Ray?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Where again did you want to go?
Basically, from where we are, 1 floor up behind where the garrison is, on top or above the walkway that's directly above where he is.
Okay. Yeah. So up.
So your eventual goal, however, is to be over basically against the same wall that Quindle's at, but up at that elevation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Howard,
How far can I throw him?
well, That depends. So it will be to throw him just basically straight up to the gangplank right above you will be relatively easy. That would be a difficulty 3. To get him over to basically the corner there, right above the garrison, would be a 4. And to get him all the way over to where he finally wants to go would be a 6. And the consequences of failing that would be considerably worse.
Okay. Are you feeling dangerous, Ray?
Yeah.
Got an XP burning a hole in his pocket.
Okay.
All right, so we're going for the 6, huh?
We're going for the 6.
All right.
I got 4 might edge and 2 effort, so
Oh boy.
let's live dangerously.
Please be the toast that lands buttered side up. Oh!
Womp.
Okay. I've got that XP. No.
Takedo, you want to use yours?
Yep, got my last XP
Okay.
for you, buddy.
Okay. Hopefully this works. Oh. Such a cool idea in my head.
No.
Oh.
Okay. You can give yourself back 2 of those might points because they were rerolls, so you don't have to pay for them again. Other people can spend XP.
I will totally spend an XP on this.
Love it. There it is.
Yay!
You are welcome.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
you
got
are
it.
you are such a chaos goblin.
Dude, we
I
got a
love it.
Zell.
I love it.
Me or Patrick?
Patrick's the chaos goblin.
Yep.
He's just a enabler of chaos at the moment.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think what happens is Howard is taking aim and is getting ready to throw this, and Zell, all of a sudden you realize that he's not compensating for the draft of air that is being pulled down into the abyss by the flow of energy. See, account for the wind. He lifts a little bit up and throws.
And the pass is good.
Nothing but net.
Yep. And Howard. Sorry, not Howard. Tequila. You are now where you want to be.
Woohoo!
Essentially, that's
Now, question for
Yes.
the GM.
yes.
I can't see all of, like, I can see the right side, right hand, right foot of Quendel and the nose and the mouth. Is there a counter or like another whenever you had the completion, like clock? Is there another one of those that is active right now?
So you should see up in the upper right-hand corner. You should see Imperial Lockdown and Synchronicity.
Cannot, wait, hold on. Imperial. And no, cannot, and I cannot move the map. But
Can other people see them?
Only if I suppress and hide the chat box.
Okay,
I can, but I'm on a very big window.
fair. Nope, they cannot move them. That sucks. Okay, so yes, there are 2 clocks currently in play. One is for Soren, the other is for Quendel. They are both currently. They started off at 1 out of 4. They both ticked up to 2 out of 4 at the end of last round.
Okay.
Round.
thank you.
So now it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh. Can I see the control panel?
Yes. It's
All right, and
so
how far? Huh?
So it's not so much a control panel as it is just like it's a large conglomeration of mechanics and basically ports that the hoses and wires and tubes are going into / out of.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How far away is it from where I am currently?
You're there. You're just at the edge
Okay.
of the map. So
Now I want to use the tuning fork
okay,
and put it on the panel.
nice. Okay, let's see again what that does. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's not going to destroy it, but it is certainly going to disable it at least somewhat. So would you like to narrate, or would you like me to?
Tick pulls out the tuning fork,
Okay.
and with a sense of purpose and desperation he hasn't even touched in his little short gnomish existence, he not just produces but damn near summons the tuning fork, and he's close to the ground, so it's easy to just strike it on the ground and lands it like a candle on a birthday cake in there onto this panel of sorts, and gives it all the body English that he can along with it, and watches just as the ripple effect sort of takes and emanates from the point of contact, and nuts and bolts just start wiggling, loosening. Things are moving in more directions that they should be moving, and Tick's hope is that this also then carries down to the liquid prisons which contain his cousins, hoping for their release soon.
Okay. So by the way, I've just taken off some of the view lock controls. Hopefully you guys can move around the screen a little better now.
Thank you.
Yep. So,
There we go.
Yep. So, Tick, I will actually give you the choice. Or rather, I will give Ray the choice. You can either have this decrease the synchronicity clock by 1, which basically means that it will not move this round because you'll take away 1 and it'll get 1 at the end. Or you can decrease the difficulty. You can ease attempts to get into the tubes. Your choice.
Ease the difficulty to get in the tubes.
There you go. That's my boy. Okay, so you all see as this thing vibrates in the machine, you can see actually that the beam of energy that is striking down through the chamber starts to pick up the oscillation wave along with this tuning fork. And you can see that it actually sparks out and a stroke of energy actually hits each of the 4 tubes. Quendel looks up and starts shouting at you, asking, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" Would you like to make a quick quip in response before we move on to Zahar?
He shouts back, "What my grandfather would have done!"
Okay. Zahar.
Okay, I have a question for the GM.
Sure.
The throne Quendel is sitting on,
Mm-hmm.
how tall is it? I mean, she's a gnome,
Yeah.
so I'm picturing it's under 5 feet tall.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. I am going to use
Is that fetch? Okay, let's see.
It causes an object to disappear and reappear in your hand or somewhere nearby, provided it fits in a 5-foot cube.
All right. So because it is an attended object, to use the D&D term, this is going to be a roll.
I am going to invoke my CYPHER that I just got that gives me an automatic 20.
Love it.
Well played.
And I am going to fetch that throne to appear just above the pit right next to us so that it falls in, and because it disappears under her, hopefully she falls too.
Okay.
That is what I am envisioning. Because she is not an object, so I'm assuming
Correct.
I can't just fetch her, but I can fetch the thing she's sitting on. To make her fall into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
I love fucking with the GM.
Right. Well, the GM loves fucking right back at you with a proposed intrusion.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Tick this time.
Okay.
Good. Out of.
Yeah. Okay. So the intrusion is that you have to make the roll anyway.
Okay. So do I get to keep my CYPHER then?
No.
Okay, so I'm burning my CYPHER, but I still have to.
Yes, you're basically burning your CYPHER for 2 XP.
Okay. Fine. That's fine.
No, actually, because she's like all connected to it. Yeah, so this is going to be a difficulty 6 intellect task.
Okay. Fix it so I'll go back in.
Yep.
Okay. This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Fuck. I'm gonna roll again.
Okay. Just click the reroll button so you don't get charged
Yep.
again. There it is!
There we go.
Nice.
Okay. So, you succeeded at you're going to hate me for this.
Of course, I already hate you, but
Because it wasn't a 20.
good way. 20 away, but
Yep. Because it was not a 20, she actually does come with it.
okay. But she still falls because she's attached to it, right?
Remember how I said that the wires and tubes were not all that was keeping it aloft?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, what happens is the wires and tubes actually also come with it because you're not transporting it that far.
Right.
So she is still attached. All of the doohickeys are still attached to the throne. She is still on the throne. It's just that throne is now like in your face rather than over on the other side of the abyss.
That's fine. I got a fire mage standing right next to me.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you do.
Yep. And we go to round 3. The clocks tick up. And the Imperials they're not nearing completion by any stretch, but you can see that they are gaining enough ground that probably by the end of this round, something is going to happen. Similarly, you can see that Quendel is amping enough extra power up through the machine and into and out of and through the tanks that, again, something is probably going to happen very soon. You're just not quite sure what. So they continue their actions. Zell.
Okay. Well, since disincentivizing didn't hurt them hard enough, I'm going to use my CYPHER Oracle's Echo. They're still within short range at this point?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to try to stun the cohort of Imperials while they are trying to finish assembling whatever it is they're working on.
Okay. How many people does that affect?
It is an area effect, so
Okay.
Everybody the successful attack
okay.
hits.
Yep. All right. So that will be so it's going to be a multi-tier roll. The soldiers are difficulty 4, so that's where I will set it. Soren himself is a difficulty 6. So if you beat a 4, you get them. If you beat a 6, you get him as well.
All right. That's just a straight up intellect attack.
Yep. Actually, well, no, hold on. Because of what this is and how it works, I'm going to say you can use persuasion on this.
Delightful.
Because really, this is, what you are doing is basically talking circles around them to make them confused enough for a round they can't do anything. Oh!
Nice.
There it is. There it is, baby. All right.
So I have an idea for a major effect.
Okay.
They don't only just get stunned, they of course stagger around and stuff and knock over the shit they've been working on and set themselves back.
Yes, that is actually exactly what I was going to say, is that the Imperial lockdown clock goes down by 2 ticks.
What?
Well done. Well done.
See, now I'm really glad I dropped that smoke bomb one.
Right?
So this will definitely make up for that, I think.
Fina.
She close enough that I can shoot her in the face with fire.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. That will be a difficulty 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, difficulty 5. I'm sorry. Misremembering what things are.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just a straight gout of flame, just kind of hosing her in the face.
Yep. Yeah. Howard.
So,
You have just played Toss the Gnome.
just play Toss the Gnome. Doesn't the gnome go first?
No. Ray delayed his action, therefore he goes. He is now permanently after you in the initiative order.
Okay. All right. After a brisk session of gnome tossing, I'm going to charge these mooks.
Okay.
It appears to be a target-rich environment there.
It is. Again, to get into their space would be a short movement, which would take your action. You may try a difficulty 4 speed roll to do another action along with that, which I assume would be an attack.
Yes.
Set that up for you. Difficulty 4.
Do. So, is jumping applicable for the speed test or no? It's okay to say no.
So what I'll tell you is this. You can use jumping for the speed test, but if you do, your attack will be hindered.
Okay. So I'll just bull rush in.
Okay.
Spud. Base difficulty 4. Dude. All right. Use 1 level of effort for that. And
Nice. Okay. That will cost you 2 speed because apparently you didn't have that. I don't know.
I don't know anymore either.
Yeah, just dock yourself 2 speed.
I did.
Okay. So yes, you are now all up in their particular grills.
And their business.
Yes. And you can go duck wild.
It is time to go duck wild.
Yep.
What they didn't realize was I was not trapped in with them. They are trapped in here with me.
Thank you.
And they're also, conveniently at a choke point, so they've got to get through the duck.
Yeah. Thank you, Rorschach.
Yes.
Okay. Difficulty 4.
So, duck smash. Level of effort.
Duck smash.
Duck smash.
So their armor absorbs some of the blow. The one you hit is not downed, but it looks severely crumbled.
Duck to the face.
Yep. Taquito.
Okay. Taquito looks out, having used the tuning fork, and looks over to his cousins.
Okay.
Structurally, has anything changed?
From here, I'm going to need a difficulty 5. It's going to be perception. Let me see if there's anything else that I'll let you use for this. Yeah, you can go ahead and basically make yourself specialized, because you can also use your appraisal for this.
Okay. So change the skill level from trained to specialized? Yep. And the roll?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Nope.
Okay, so because this was an intellect roll, you could have added a level of effort for free.
Oh, I thought that was just intellect defense. Okay.
Nope. That's any intellect based roll. So we'll retcon that and say that you passed.
Thank you.
The structural integrity of the tanks themselves has not changed. The connections and tubes and wires that are feeding into and out of them are between what you did with the tuning fork and the fact that Quendel is basically overloading the machine at this point. That's playing happy haywire, but the tanks themselves are not in any damage. The connections are somewhat more tenuous.
Okay. Now then, so from where Tick is, as I don't... Okay. Then... All right.
Oh, shit. Yes.
So
To go back real quick, just to Howard, what you did with the troops does disorient and discombobulate them enough that they lose some more progress.
Yeah,
So-
it's tough to
Yeah,
concentrate when you've just filled your armor.
with duck.
now then, okay. So is Quendel's throne looking where Zahar's located on the map?
Basically,
Is
yeah.
Quendel's throne now like right next to the tubes?
It's not right next to the tubes. It's hanging slightly. It's still off the edge. But it's basically on the other side of the tubes from where Zel, Zahar, and Seraphina are.
Okay. All right. Tick is going to run across the that walkway in order to position himself right above where the tubes are, um, so that he can jump down at/on them.
Okay. That's a short distance, so you can do that.
Well, use okay.
Zahar.
Okay. Is she close enough that I could reach her with my blade? Is she in short range or immediate range?
She is in immediate range of you.
Okay, so she's not quite close enough.
No, she is. Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Although
Immediate is melee range.
another possibility, take into consideration, the tubes are probably going to be pretty short if you look at them. There's a gnome inside of it, so it's maybe like 5 feet tall. You should be able to attack the top of them.
This is true.
If we can stop the synchronicity thing from ticking over, that would be pretty awesome.
All right. I do a quick look to see if there's any that are more precarious than any other one. And
Good.
and just kind of do a starting wherever whichever end looks like it's the most vulnerable of the four. Given that I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah. None of them seem particularly more or less vulnerable than any of the others. So since your token is over by the stairs end of things, I'm just going to say you start on the right.
Okay.
And
then I would just do a, slice straight across.
Yep. So make me it's going to be a difficulty 5 attack with your sword. You may, in addition to spending, so basically instead of spending levels of effort for damage, you can spend a level of effort to have it attack an additional, have it affect an additional thing.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Your effort is your effort 2 or 3 now?
I have 2 effort.
Okay. So you could, if you wanted to spend both of those levels of effort, you could put both of them into the attack and it would be eased by 2. You could put one of them into the attack and it would be eased by 1 and use the other one to affect 2 of the tanks rather than just 1. Or you could spend both levels of effort to affect 3 tanks instead of just 1 with no bonus to the roll. Does that make sense?
Okay. So if I could put 2 in efforts for other uses, and that would potentially take out 3 of the tanks.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm only gonna put 1 in.
Okay.
Because I only got 10 might.
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
I tried.
All right, and we have come to the end of round 3. Um, I need everyone, please, to make me a difficulty 5 intellect defense roll.
Oh,
Okay, those of you that failed,
Hey, these dice hate us tonight.
right? You feel a surge of some kind of psychic slash magical slash something energy that ripples through you. You take 4 points of intellect damage, which, unless you have something special, does not or does ignore armor.
luckily I have closed mind, so
Okay, so you will take 3 points of intellect damage.
no, I will take 2 points.
Oh, is it 2 armor?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Zell, you will take all 4. Okay.
Yeah, passed.
This is what happens. It's actually lovely that that it got all the way to 4 for this. Quendel is hard at work. She's flipping switches, pushing buttons. All of us, every once in a while, a little crank handle will pop out of the armrest of the thing, and she'll crank it. And as this bolt of energy goes out, you can see it sizzles through everyone. Soren. Oh, sorry. I need to do something first. I'm offering a group GM intrusion.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 1 XP each. Did you just ask what's the worst that can happen?
Yes. Knowing full
No,
well.
but I was thinking it.
Knowing full well that.
So here is what happens. Soren booms out, "Enough!" Takes a dagger from his belt, tosses it up and catches it by the point, and throws it at Quendel. And it strikes her right through the heart. Her eyes go ashen. Her face droops. Her eyes go out of focus. They get the 1,000-yard stare. And Zahar, as you're the closest one there, you can hear her just say, "It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect."
Thank you.
And she falls out of the throne and down into the abyss. Point.
At which point I simply say, in the words of my former teacher, never let perfect get in the way of good.
So now, the scenery's changed.
Ooh.
Without its primary operator, the machine is now kind of going on autopilot. And immediately the entire chamber starts rumbling. The energy surges from the abyss are out of control. You can see that now, instead of them climbing up, they're actually now going down from the top, and instead of one column, it splits into 4. And where those 4 intersect with the rim of the abyss, you see something start to form. And that makes it Soren's turn. So the garrison... Soren is going to spend his turn gloating, but the garrison is going to keep working on their task, and he's going to finish gloating and then yell at them to double time. So we now have... I didn't set this one up because that was silly. I did not. Okay. So this is going to this one. And we've reached round 4. Zell!
A practical question for you, although this doesn't necessarily deal with me. It does deal with my tactics that I will be employing.
Okay.
Is the chair still there?
Yes.
Okay, so like a certain gnome could, for instance, like jump off of the gantry above onto it if he were lucky. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
If he were unlucky, it would be very bad.
Well, yeah.
Just wanted to, set that baseline.
I have to give myself that XP. We may need it.
Yep.
Oh. Yep.
Okay. Well, Hubrid's in combat mode. Seraphina can still give those guys some heck as well. And Zahar can work on the tubes. So I am going to give everybody some encouragement on their attack tasks.
Okay.
Well, spewing out recommendations as to jump onto the damn control thing. You go over, blast their brains out of the earth, and you just keep ducking on.
There we go. Zahar. As this energy is sparking around, and whatever this thing is that's starting to form in the center is starting to form, everyone hears it, but you feel it. It is the wailing, agonized cry of the lost. And you begin to see shades, dark ghostly figures appearing from the thing that is sparking in the center of the abyss. I need everyone, please, to make me a difficulty 4 intellect defense task. Check. Nice!
Doesn't afraid of anything.
Hold on. Okay.
I know what Howard's answer is going to be, so I'm going to ask the others. Julie, what does Seraphina consider her greatest failure?
That is a really good question.
Since you were the first one I asked the question to, I'll give you some time to think about it, since the rest of them all know, because it's going to be the same question for everyone. Ray, what does Takedo consider his greatest failure?
Is this coming in like a flash, just boom thought?
Not a boom thought, but they are basically the shades are attempting to attack you by whispering your worst failures into your mind.
Because there's a number of technical failures.
Sure.
There's a number of gadgets and machines that have gone wrong. And did I close that? Oh, look, I didn't. And like just like this, he gets this image like really quickly. It's like that thing, no, that thing, no, that, and then it hits him hard. He abandoned Idvit, his childhood friend.
Nice. Okay. ECAT.
That would be okay, so is it it's her greatest what?
Her worst failure.
Her cousin.
Okay. Zell?
Losing touch with his family.
And back to Julie.
That even though she's been searching for concrete answers as to her ancestry, the origin of her powers, that she still, no matter how much research, no matter how much traveling we've done so far, she still can't find the answer.
Okay.
Aries.
Damn it. Matt, I'm assuming that Howard's is Drakeberg. Yep.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, like I said, so yeah, you all hear, the little demon on your shoulder, not the angel and devil, but the depression demon, basically, just reminding you of these failures, of just how nothing you do will make any difference. Look at these things that you've already failed at. But here's what happens. Howard, you hear that not in some disembodied voice, not in some gravelly abstract thing. You hear it in a voice that you recognize as Urter. Seraphina, you hear it in in the singing of an angelic host. And you can hear it, feel it reverberating with whatever is down in the center of this. Tequila. You hear it in 4 distinct voices that you do not recognize, but you have a good guess. Sahar. Actually, I'm going to come back to you. Zell. You actually hear it in Soren's voice, which is slightly disconcerting since he's right there.
Yes.
Sahar.
Hmm.
Now, you would think that, this would come to you in Amran's voice, or, maybe Ishun. No, this is Arashki's voice. It takes all of your will to remember, to ground yourself in the fact that this is not her. This is another of Ishun's tricks. And then, there you are. Let's throw in another intrusion for Zahar.
But Howard, this time he's the lowest.
That pull that you felt a couple of times now, it is stronger, it is more intense, and it is coming from whatever is growing in the abyss. Seraphina, your turn! The chamber is starting to quake, starting to see small bits coming loose. The garrison is starting to look concerned, and the cousins float there.
Okay. I can't get to the tubes. I'm not dealing with what's down in the pit. Screw that. I am going to see if I can try to hit Soren with the mental version of Onslaught. See if I can make him turn tail and run. Just like we need to not have to deal with him and what's in the pit.
Yep.
And still be able to get out of here.
Okay. Difficulty 5.
Don't forget the asset that he gave us
Yes. From Zell.
Yep.
from Zell.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you cut, you see past the armor, you see past all the decorations. He's not even wearing his helmet anymore. And you cut through all of it. And there's a moment of where all of the other noise falls away. And there's silence. And you hear yourself speaking, almost whispering. And it echoes in the silence. Pain. And the noise comes back, and the confusion comes back, and the chaos comes back, and you see Soren leaning over with the heel of his hand against his head like that. Howard.
Yeah. Well, the fundamental problem that Kargan Tor has made is he's taunted a being made of pure rage with the one person he hates the most. So, yeah, he almost nightly has nightmares about Drakeberg falling.
Sure. Yep.
So, am I in range of Soren, or do I need to make a move and a test?
No, you can get you. I'll call that immediate range. You can get to him, close enough.
Okay. So, um, there's that flash of blinding rage, and he sees Urter sort of laughing at him, and then he sees this chuckle fuck. And he's just going to, yeah, just go out, all
unload?
out. Yeah.
Okay. That would be a level 5 attack, or difficulty 5 attack. And again, you are either eased by 1 or an asset. I don't remember which one it is. From Zell.
Okay.
It's eased.
Okay.
1. So, ease by 1, effort to ease the task by 1, and I'm going to put a level of effort into damage.
Nice.
Ho.
Nice.
There we go.
So you wind up and you put everything you have into this swing of the hammer. And you land a solid blow on him. And you can feel through the reverberation from the blow, you can feel just how strong his armor is. You did a good chunk of damage, but his armor soaked a good bit of it.
Okay. Good to know. Luckily, I have a cipher for next turn.
Okay.
And from positioning, it looks like he just wailed him right in the back plate, too.
No, he turned to. You are not subtle. So.
Hey, can't hurt a guy for trying. Because the thought of him just like sort of staggering from the mental onslaught and then Harold nailing him in the small of the back with the maul is just a lovely image.
Right?
Yeah, and kidney shots hurt.
Yeah. You're good. He's also that good.
Not that good.
Well, no, you are that good, but so is he.
Yes.
Takidal.
So, looking at the way things have shifted, and somehow Zell already like saying what Tequila was thinking. I am not too far away from being directly over the throne, correct?
Correct.
So Tequila gets out the ornithopter and he moves over to line himself up over the throne.
Okay.
And he sets the ornithopter to its highest speed, positions himself, and then uses the upward force of the ornithopter to try to at least buoy him a little bit
Okay.
onto the throne.
All right. I love it. I love it.
It'll let you steer if nothing else.
Okay, so you are conveniently bypassing all of your inabilities, which is awesome.
Woohoo!
This is still going to be difficult. It is, in fact, going to be challenging. But you can take 2 assets from your use of the Ornithopter.
Yay.
And this is going to be a speed roll.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is dexterity and aiming, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm down to my last one. So
no effort.
the assets, yay. No effort, though.
No effort.
All right. Okay. And all right. Oh, I didn't know you had. Okay. I just saw the free levels of effort. Oh, have we been needing to use that one?
Can I bring something up before you roll this, perhaps?
Sure.
I have the skill Inspiring Ease once per... if you spend 24 hours with me, once per day, what is that? I think that eases 1 task per day. Yeah. So you get a free easement on one of your tasks. Might be worthwhile.
I'll take it.
Just for tolerating my ass.
So what is that? Eased by 1?
Eased by 1, 2 assets.
And 2 assets. Done and done. Oh, come on. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, Zell.
So you managed to maneuver yourself down into the throne. I don't think you can take any other actions this round.
No, because if anything, Tick's going to be like
analyzing,
putting the ornithopter away
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That brings it to Zahar.
I think I'm just gonna go after the tubes again
Okay.
in an attempt to.
Okay.
And I get an ease, right?
Yep.
Hey, nope. Cat, go away. Where the hell do I put ease? Where do I put ease? I'm sorry.
It should be down at the bottom. There's. So in the roll dialogue, if you scroll, oh yeah, actually no, it's not. Under difficulty settings, in the second section says situational modifiers.
Ah, there it is. Thank
Yep.
you. 1. Okay. I'll do it again.
Okay.
There we go.
It is.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Get your points back.
Yay. Need that.
Yep.
So I'd like to envision that I just went straight across, that my frustration just got so. I didn't rage as much as Heward does, but I was frustrated. I'm mad at the voices. I channel that into just brute force.
Okay.
I'm a bad influence. It's just
Yeah, but you're the best kind of a bad
Just
influence. A
slides
useful
across
one.
and takes out as many as the GM will let me take.
You know what? It was. I'm gonna honor the 20, especially in light of the one that I stole from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you actually. Yeah, you cut all 4. Now, whether or not that turns out to be a good thing We're about to find out.
Right.
At the end of round 4, the swirling energy in the center of the abyss begins to take the form of what you all kind of recognize as some kind of magical portal.
Why not?
Right. The shades of the lost at this point are pouring out of it. The chamber continues to rumble and vibrate and continue to collapse. The tubes, some of the tubes that you sliced are now spraying whatever the green fluid is that was in the tubes, which is going to make things difficult for the 3 people there on that ledge. Some of them are sparking, which is actually going to make things difficult for Tequila in the throne. And you all feel a gravitational pull towards the portal. It is going to require a might roll to not get sucked towards the portal. As we enter, if that happens, we enter round 5. Soren is now calling for a retreat, and is pushing his way past you. I don't believe you have the reaction ability, because I believe that's tier 3.
He's tier 3.
Yep. So he can in fact get past you, unfortunately.
That is certainly what I'm going to take.
That. This. That. So Soren and his men are making a break for it. Zell.
I would like to do a
Not.
player intrusion.
Oh. Okay.
Potentially.
Sure.
I don't know if this is allowed or not.
That's right. Tell me.
Just because I am the last fucking person to go.
That's right. Pitch it.
I want to see the bad guys running in panic and do an automatic blessing of the gods to raise a power of protection around us all. I mean, if I can jump the line, that it's an it's an automatic kind of, oh shit.
Yeah, I'll let that happen. It will cost you an XP.
That's fine.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
at least eases our defense rolls.
Yep. So, Zell, you are standing on this unnervingly short ledge. The ground around you is starting to become slick with whatever this goop is. There are flashes of lightning pretty much all around you, and for better or worse, your friend has taken your advice and jumped into the throne. You don't know what's going to happen, but it will certainly make for a good story if you survive. No shit, there you were.
All right, let's see. Okay, so Soren isn't going to attack us.
Nope.
Which is great.
It's running
We'll
like a
meet
bitch.
again, Spider-Man.
Pretty much, yeah.
I say, holler up at him and say, as loose ends go, you'll find I'm looser than most. Wait a minute.
Phrasing.
Okay, so I'm really hoping Tech will figure out a way to resolve the OMG WTF BBQ going on in the middle of the abyss here.
Give me a minute.
Is there anything I can do to assist him with that? because I don't think I'm trained in any of the tasks, any of the skills that he would be using.
What are the confidence enablers that you have? What does it specifically target?
Defense tasks, attack tasks, or skills related to any skill I'm trained or specialized in.
That you're trained or specialized in?
Yes.
Oh.
So remember the other, if you just want, you can just give the basic help action, which is if you have an inability in a skill, it does nothing. If you are simply practiced, you still give them 1 asset. If you're trained or specialized, you give them 2 assets. So you can throw an asset Tick's way.
I will absolutely throw an asset Tick's way.
Okay.
Yay!
I'm helping talk him through this.
Yep. I need you, Zell, I need you to choose between making a might or speed defense roll.
Ooh, 6 and 1, half a dozen the other for me. I am going to hold on to one of those broken wires for dear life. So I think that would be a might roll.
Okay, then I need you to make a difficulty 5 might defense.
And it's eased by my protection.
Yep.
So that's not a free level of effort, though, right? I'm trying to figure out
No,
what's
that's
being unique like that.
that's just is it an asset or an easement? You got
Ease.
okay. So then
Ease.
again, that situational modifier eased by 1.
Okay, so it's eased by 1.
Mhm.
Do I have any assets otherwise?
Nope.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, yep. You managed to hold on. And then the shades go. And I need everyone, once again, to give me a difficulty, what was that, 4, I think it was? Yeah, difficulty 4, intellect defense.
And is this also eased for us?
Yeah.
Yep.
All your defense rolls are eased. That was an excellent idea, Ecat.
Okay, so I can now ease at 2 levels because of my intellect
So
edge.
no. All Edge does is lower the cost of spending full points for effort. If you are trained in intellect defense, which I don't think you are.
No.
Okay.
It's practiced.
Yeah, then it's
Uh,
you can still spend a level of effort, and in fact it will be free because you got three intellect edge.
Well, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I noticed the other like free levels of efforts. Like, does that matter? I don't know.
Hold on, wait a second. I think I misclicked something. I didn't get it. I wasn't trying to do a level of effort. I was trying to do the eased.
Okay. Then just refund yourself the 3 points. Or actually, no, it didn't cost you anything, and you still fit.
Yeah.
Because it was a 4. The easement would have made it a 3, which is what the effort did.
Okay.
And you got a difficulty 1, so yeah, you would have failed anyway.
Okay.
Free level of effort is actually a rules term in the game, and we can go over that some other time.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but if okay.
Yes, you can put in your first level of effort will not cost you anything because you have 3 intellect edge.
Okay. I see. Okay. Okay. All right. And then, but is there an additional level because of what?
That is eased by 1. That's under that situational modifiers.
Got it. Sorry.
That's all right.
Eased by okay, there we go. Thank God.
Serafina.
Yes.
Fina. So the first thing that happens is you take 3 intellect damage that ignores armor.
Okay.
And
It's the machine breaking down.
right, you are, the voices are getting too loud for you to for you to ignore, especially given that it is reminding you of your inability to find things about your heritage in what sounds like the voice and the song of those of your heritage. And then I'm trying to remember, has Fina ever seen or heard Ishun in a vision? I don't remember.
I think she has.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Then you hear it's a new voice that joins the chorus, and it is coming from the portal. And you can hear in a deep, gravelly voice, you hear it say, "Come home." And hey, look, that makes it your turn.
Okay. I am going to, since I have been seriously beat up mentally, I am going to pop that analytical surge cipher.
Okay.
So I'm going to get, that will give me 6 points
6
back
points.
to my intellect pool.
Okay. And because that's a subtle cipher, you can just do that and go on with your turn.
Okay. Okay. Is Storin still standing there? Or
No,
is he...
he and his men are he is ushering his men out, because they can read the not so slowly crumbling writing on the wall.
They bravely ran away.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Okay, since things are crumbling, there we go. I am going to use hover.
Okay.
Lift myself up. Not. I'm going to stay close to Zell and Zahar so that if I have to, I can attempt to grab their hands if the ground goes out from underneath us.
Okay. All right, that is your action. That brings it to Howard.
So, has Soren and his goons fucked all the way off, or are they still on the gantry running?
They are out of this room. You can follow them up the tunnel that they came in. You do not believe they have completely exited wherever exited from this area back to however they got in it in the first place.
Okay, they move that fast?
You can basically, because yeah, they have basically dropped all of the beacons that they were working on, and just they are now making a full retreat.
Right, I get that.
Yeah.
But
Crazy idea.
looking,
that scale is not accurate. Remember.
I know,
Okay.
but it still took us multiple moves to get up there. Is what I'm saying.
That's fair.
So you know, that would be at least a long move, if not more than that.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so I will say that they have made it basically to uh, the entrance to this chamber that they came in,
Okay.
which is the kind of dark chamber, or the dark opening, right there near the middle that I'm pinging.
Are they still on the gantry, or have they made it through?
They are. Some of them they're. It's about half and half. Some
Okay.
of them have made it through. Some have not.
Crazy idea. Those nullifier things, they turned a few of them on. What do you think happens if you pitch one of them into the portal?
Fair. It's
Or at
better
the machine,
than
maybe?
what my initial idea was just Samsoning this gantry with them.
Especially because you're on it.
What's that?
Especially because you are on it, and we like you a lot.
Yeah, but this is Harewood. Like, this is how he thinks.
Yep.
Okay, so the question is, in his frenzied state, would he actually think of yeeting stuff into the portal? I mean, there is the argument that, like, the voices of the people he hates are coming from the portal.
And those things are in your way. They are now scattered around. So there's no reason you wouldn't pick up just something and throw it at it.
Make me a difficulty 3 intellect check, not defense, and you can't use intellect points because you're frenzied.
Yeah, I am all kinds of quackers.
Yep.
I got you covered. Okay.
No, I've got 2 XP anyway, so
Okay.
down to 1.
Yep. So yeah, what Zell is yelling at you kind of just penetrates the fog enough that you get the gist of what he's saying, which is pick up one of the thingamabobs and throw it in the dooflinky.
Yes. Throw it in the big hole.
Yep.
Plug the hole with the thingies. Okay. So do I need to move to do that?
No, it's that. It's close enough that is within immediate range. But yeah, so you find it. You get when you pick it up, you throw it. That's a good question. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think I'm going to give you a chance to get that XP back. I got one more besides.
Okay. All right. Who's the next lowest on the XP count?
The tie between Tick and Zahar.
Give it to my good friend Zahar this time around.
Thank you.
So the problem is this intrusion doesn't affect.
Oh,
But it is the result of you throwing the thing into the thing. Seraphina, I'm going to pick on you again.
Okay.
As you see this beacon thing, you see Howard toss it into the portal, and there is a blinding flash of energy. And you are standing somewhere else. You're not quite sure where. but you are surrounded by others of your kind. They are dressed in a style that would seem archaic. You do not recognize any of them, but you know that they are yours and you are them, and you are there and you are loved. And a curtain is drawn back that you didn't even notice before. Is an entirely white room, and there are white curtains instead of black curtains because, you know, screw you, cream. The white curtains draw aside, and you can see the figures you have come to recognize as Ishun and Arashki sit on a pair of thrones. And it's now that you look over to your right and see that elsewhere in the same room, but it is a very large room, there is a similar group of fiends. And you see that the Ishun and Arashki smile at each other, and they shake hands as if finalizing a deal. And you can tell that this is for show, but it's, I don't know, making it official or something. And you watch all of the fiends approach the dais, and they all move over to Arashki's side of the dais. And they kneel.
Cheers.
And it looks for all the world like an SCA Order of the Chivalry oath, where, like, one of them puts the hand on a sword and everyone else, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And you hear the fiends pledge an oath of fealty to Arashki. And then your kind approach Ishun. Do you join in the oath?
No. I need more information as to what in God's name is going on.
Okay. As you make that decision, you make it to yourself, and you see the couple of celestials closest to you turn to you with a look of concern growing into fear. And you start to hear a chorus of them rise up saying, "Don't go, don't leave us, don't go. Stay with us, be with us." And you feel yourself being pulled out of this vision back into your body. As you do, the last thing you hear is you hear the chorus of celestials saying as one, again, in almost like a choral song, "So we all swear." So that was Howard's turn.
So say we all.
Yep, pretty much. I was actually tempted to go with that, and I said, nah, that's it. Taquito.
Yes.
Well, you're kind of in it now.
Oh, I'm in it, all right.
Enjoy that asset. You better use it.
You're not quite sure where it is or what it is, but you know you're in it.
It is.
So, um, yeah, I think that Takeedle is going to uh, roll with learning something new
Okay.
and with the idea of just picking up anything that he's gleaned vaguely from the events of the last hour or so.
Okay. That'll be a difficulty 4 roll,
Okay.
and you get 1 asset from
Oh, yay. Now then, this
Zell.
is. Okay. Intellect, so I get
So
effort.
yeah.
Good. All right. I like that.
Okay. So do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Bad news first.
You have uh, probably no more than 15 seconds. Read 2 rounds. Before this place completely collapses. And at this point, the process has gone far enough that there's nothing you can do to stop it. The good news is that because of all the various shenanigans and hijinks that have happened in the last minute or so, the collapsing of the chamber and the destruction of the machine will also prevent the portal from fully manifesting.
Okay. Now, did I acquire that insight from a reading, a feeling, the ghost of Quindle coming up and going, run?
Um, Nothing nearly that poetic.
Okay.
It was just, you're looking around all these various controls, and at the heart of it all, this entire thing was meant to channel your grandfather's theory of the universal constant. So there is Tachoverk legacy here that helps you to kind of at least glean the surface information. You also have seen your fair share of machines that are on terminal overload. Some of them even not by your hand. Great. So yeah, you recognize a terminally failing system when you see one.
Right. Okay.
But you can also take just that few seconds to kind of feel out how how the surges of energy look and feel like they're playing with the portal that is forming.
Okay.
And you can see that it doesn't look like there's going to be enough time or energy for the portal to stabilize before the whole thing comes crashing down.
Okay.
What do you do?
So, Takeedle cries out, whatever you need to do it fast because this place is gonna blow.
Okay.
And does he have time to do anything else technically before his turn is over?
It depends. What do you want to do?
I want to hop out of the throne and back onto the area, well, actually towards the tubes where Seraphina, Zell, and Zahar are. Oh,
Done.
I'm up there. Wait.
No, you're not. No, because you
Thank you.
jump down. You jump down into the throne. I just forgot to move you. So yeah,
Woohoo! Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you're basically right next to the three of them. So yes, you can absolutely just jump out.
Okay.
Zahar.
Are any of Teek's relatives that have been in the tubes alive? Or have they just been like kind of kept as brain dead batteries, for lack of a better way to describe them?
This is when being a paladin of the goddess of death, comes in handy.
Yeah.
No, they are alive. They are. You're not quite. Zahara's not quite sure where this analogy comes from, but it's the analogy that comes to mind. They're not stopped, but they're paused.
Okay, so they're like kind of in a coma type of thing.
Yeah.
Above table,
above table, it's basically suspended animation.
Okay.
They're still inside the tubes?
Yes.
I just cut the tubes. I didn't the tubes connecting the back to tanks. I have not opened the back to tanks.
Yeah.
To mix our geeky metaphoric stuff. In the little time that I have, can I figure out a way to open at least one of these? Or grab Takeedle and shove him at it, going, open these, they're still alive?
Think your protection's powerful enough to go around where those are, and we can all hold in and try to keep the entire, group of us together and not get sucked into whatever happens when it explodes? Because the only other option is to run for it. We might not have time to even do that.
Right. I mean, all I'm doing is adding to defense. I'm not like providing a physical shield.
Yeah.
I don't have that ability yet.
Yeah, you know that if you stay in here, unless something incredible happens with the portal, you will probably die here.
Okay. Then I do not mention to Takeedle that they're still alive.
Okay.
I just keep that knowledge to myself.
Okay.
Since I haven't officially taken an action yet. And in that case, I'm just like, we gotta book it.
Okay. Make me a difficulty 3 intellect check.
Oh, hold on. I pick speed. What the hell? Initiative. Oh, intellect.
Yeah, just straight up intellect.
There we go.
So you do a quick assessment. And I'm going to speak above table here just in game terms because it'll just be easier. Between you, Howard, and probably a combination of Zell and Seraphina, the 4 of you could probably get these canisters out. It would turn basically a sure thing into a skill check.
Okay.
Above the table. This is what heroes do.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So with that knowledge then, because Seraphina and Zell are right and Tick are by me.
Mhm.
Heward is still up on the thingamabob.
Yep.
Okay. I
So-
yell loudly for Heward to get his feathery ass down here and grab a tank. As
Howard could probably take 2, especially if he's
okay.
still raging.
Okay.
Are the tanks attached to each other?
No.
No, because I cut them up.
Yeah. So they were actually never attached to each other. They were being held in place. They're actually, now that things are shifting and rumbling, you can actually see that they are not actually even attached to the bases. They're just, they're basically cradled in there. And the tubes and wires are what were kind of keeping them stationary. And Zahar got rid of that. So
Okay.
yeah, there is really.
Well, I convey this information.
Yeah.
I'm not going to role play it, but
yeah.
I convey the information that they are still alive and we can get these tanks out of here, but we have got to hustle.
Okay.
And I go to I'll take the second from the left, assuming that way Heward can come down the stairs, grab the 2 closest to the stairs.
Yep.
Zell and Fina.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm grabbing.
Okay.
What should I do?
So you can pick it up fine. The skill check's going to be running with it.
Okay.
However,
Look at that, I have a running skill.
at the end of the round, the shaking continues to intensify. And I need everyone, please, to make me a difficulty for either might or speed defense. Is your protection thing still up? See?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't remember how long it lasts.
It's 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
So speed, might defense or speed
might
defense?
or speed. Yep. Your choice.
No, was it defense or just or
Defense.
just defense? Okay,
Defense.
thank you.
So this is ease
I'm
by
gonna
1.
roll again because I have the XP.
Okay.
I will take a minor effect.
So will
Never
I.
mind.
3 of us got minor effects.
Okay.
Maybe one of them is that they help pick me up as I stumble on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, because we haven't done this in a while. Your difficulty was 3, and you beat a 2. Would you like a devil's bargain?
Sure.
Because we haven't done these in a while. So on a devil's bargain, So the defense roll basically was to keep your footing and not be knocked to the ground and take some damage. But more
Okay.
importantly, be knocked down, because that would suck.
I get up again. Never gonna keep me down.
Yes,
Uh,
but that would count as your action.
True.
So I will. Let's see. Finish version. I would like Howard to make me a difficulty 4 intellect check, not defense, just check.
It's just raw roll here.
Raw roll.
Ruh-roh.
Y'all let me know when you're finished spending XP. No!
Nope.
No!
Oh,
Okay,
go again. I got you.
you got him.
I got it.
Okay, here, let me try. Try it again.
Use one of mine. Let's do this.
You know what? Fuck it. Take one of mine too.
Oh,
I just
There it is.
there it is.
You get by with a
Just-
lot of help from your friends.
Flushed everybody's XP down
Yep.
the toilet.
So, what that intellect roll bought you was, again, the ability to see well enough through the haze and think well enough through the haze that you understood what Zahar was trying to tell you to do.
It's this sort of weird overlay
Yeah.
of he's both seeing this and seeing Drakeberg, except the tanks are now Mallard children
Yep.
that he's got to get out of the fire.
All right. They've all fucked off. Zell.
All right. So let's see. Do I think that I can grab one of these things and haul with it?
It would be probably a little difficult for you. You and Seraphina could do it together, no problem.
Okay. So I'm going to grab the top part of it, tip it sideways, and start dragging it, and she can grab the other end.
Okay.
Okay.
Difficulty 4 intellect defense checks, please. As the voices are still gnawing at you.
There we go.
Let's see. Yeah, why not?
Good use of effort.
I'm really hoping we get a chance to rest after this.
what are we supposed to be? I'm sorry.
Intellect defense.
Thank you. I suddenly realized we were all rolling here.
Are there no assets?
Oh, yeah, there is. Or an easement.
Yeah.
Or an easement?
Yes.
Amusement. If you haven't used my asset, you can at any time.
Which means, Howard, you would.
I actually beat it.
Yep.
Roll it again.
Rolling again. No!
Dude!
One more.
There we go.
There we go.
God damn.
Oh,
What the?
this is just a nail biter based on the dice
Right?
alone. Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
the dice want to tell a story, man.
The dice have a freaking sense
Yeah.
of humor tonight.
Right? Okay. So, after a lot of second and third and fourth and 10th guessing yourselves, you all managed to fend off once again the voices of the lost, and that makes it Seraphina's turn.
I'm picking up the other end of the tube.
Okay.
Like, yep.
Faster, faster, must go faster.
Yep.
Yes, preparing to haul ass.
Okay. Nope. Howard. Nope. Nope. Back to Howard. Howard.
Right. Given the urgency of it,
Mm-hmm.
what's it gonna take for me to just jump straight down to the tanks?
There. That will be a jumping roll difficulty 3. Which is a might-based roll.
Okay.
tanks. Okay. Yeah, you make it down there. I will say that that basically counts as a short movement. Um, well, actually no, because you could have gone down there in a short movement anyway. Yeah, that'll count as an immediate movement. So you still have your action.
Pick up 2 tanks.
Okay. Because this is 2, I am going to ask for a might roll from you on this. It's going to be a difficulty 4. A difficulty 4 lifting heavy things check. Hooray! You lift the heavy things.
It's almost like this character is built for that.
Tikheedle.
So I see that all of the tanks are now
Accounted for.
accounted for. And do we do know where to bugger off to, correct?
Yep.
And at what distance is that?
That is within the bounds of plot distance. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you guys for one more might or speed defense roll. At the end of this, you will be hindered by the tanks that you're carrying. And assuming that you all either succeed or pay XP until you succeed, you will be able to safely exit far enough out of this chamber by the end of round 7.
So
I think we'll need you to close the door behind us as we go through it.
yeah. Then my question is, seeing that the most important things are accounted for as we get ready to hightail it out of there, is there anything in the immediate vicinity that strikes Tikheedle as worth taking with me? Because there's nothing he can do to help anybody else.
Yeah, there is. You look back at the floating chair, and the cause of and answer to all of your life's problems is sitting there. It is a blinking light. And I'm not going to say there's a screen because that's too easy. So the question is, does Tick push the big flashing button?
A shiny, handy-like red button.
I remember a time I pulled this one on Julie once.
Yep.
Tick has learned one step of situational awareness since joining this party.
Yeah. This is not that one.
That would be. And actually, as he's running back to the chair, he yells out, "Is everybody clear? Are you good to go?"
Faster, faster.
There.
More speed, more speed. Rapido.
Maybe this will help. And he pushes the button.
Okay. So here is what happens. You hear a loud, not quite a bang, but more of like a metallic thunk from far down in the abyss. The lightning starts to dim, but the quakes do not. Make me a difficulty. I'm gonna say this is difficulty 5, but you can use "there's your problem."
What am I doing? Oh, I'm fine. So. Hee hee.
Nice. So your grandfather liked putting fail-safes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
He liked planning for emergencies. And that was something that your grandmother, without even realizing it, latched onto and mimicked in his wake. You just did an emergency ejection of the power core.
Did I do that?
Yes, you did. The ramifications of that are going to have to wait. Because it is now Zahar's turn.
I just start dragging this tank of Taquito relative as best I can, drag, lift,
Okay.
get it out before things go boom. I'm not really watching what Taquito's doing at this point, so
I will give you the choice. If you are lifting it, the defense check for the quakes will be more difficult, but you will keep the tank safe. You can drag it, and the check will be at its normal difficulty, but if you fail, something could happen to the tank.
I'm actually going to drag it.
Okay.
Because
All right.
What am I rolling for?
Yeah. So I need everyone to make me, because it's getting really, really bad now, a difficulty 5 might or speed defense check. If you are, let's see, yeah, Zell and Fina, you are splitting one, but you're also not used to this kind of work, so your task is hindered by 1 step. Howard, you are beefing 2 all by yourself. You are hindered by 2 steps.
Okay,
so you still get an ease for me.
So the ease and the hinder even each other out.
Yep.
So I'm hindered by 1.
Yes.
Net.
Yep.
Oh, god damn it.
Is that mine? I wanted speed. Hold on.
Let's try this again.
Oh,
Oh, let's re-roll it again.
Yay, Chiquito's cousin lives.
I have lost connection to Foundry. Give me a second.
oh no!
What are you
And
doing?
go again.
Oh,
Foundry has become Floundry.
What do you mean there's no internet, Mr. Microsoft Windows? Come on.
Crap.
other people can throw it at it.
Come on.
I've got 1 XP left. I'm gonna try this one more time. Oh shit! I
There
Hey!
okay. Can be the major effect be that he's able to carry more than his fair share since apparently I am not built for lifting things.
Yes, we can have the major effect basically be that Fina, you essentially succeeded.
Come on. Come on. There we go. Oop, oop. Oh, hey. Apparently I succeeded.
Yeah. Very well.
Yay.
All right. And you all spend the next round, I assume, just booking it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're going back through, you come back to the chamber of the Oracle. And you see that, remember that archway that was there? It is now activated and glowing. And it is very much a rainbow glow, not the blue silver that you've come to associate with Isha. You can jump in and go where it takes you, or you can make your way back out. Slower and more difficult. And you'll also be dragging 4 tanks full of gnome potentially through the streets of Urkbar.
We have done nothing but risk our lives today, so why not do it one more time?
It's the rainbow, motherfuckers.
It's Pride Month, bitches.
Oh, you almost got me.
And as the camera zooms in, as you go through, you will jump into the portal. The camera gets closer and closer, and the camera follows you into the portal. And on the other side of that rainbow barrier, you are nowhere to be found. The 5 of you are nowhere to be seen. The tanks are nowhere to be seen. But what the camera sees is the floating words, "To be continued in Chapter 3. And that is the end of Chapter 2 of Echoes of the Undying. This one was called Truths and Consequences. We are going to get out of here. We're going to do a quick after show. That'll be up tomorrow night on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I am hoping that we'll be able to get right back into Chapter 3 in a couple of weeks, which means I'm going to have a lot of homework to do, but that's okay, because that's why I do this job. But we'll keep you all apprised. If you like what we're doing here, go watch all the back episodes if you haven't already. Get a friend to watch all the back episodes. and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and all of a sudden, it doesn't suck. But that is it for all of us. Thank you for joining us for all of Chapter 2 of Echoes of the Undying. We hope to see as many of you as are actually out there, which is probably just the 6 of us, but that's okay. Back for Chapter 3 whenever that happens. But in the meantime, for Matt, Julie, Ray, Patrick, and ECAT, I am Trevor, the Vitruvian Meeple. Good night, everyone.